All right, folks, we often feature black-owned businesses as we do every Tuesday in our Marketplace segment. And did you realize that African Americans also are into cookware? That's right. My next guest is a black-owned cookware company putting their love into pots and pans. Joining me now from Canada is Leah Boateng, owner of Mersicookware and Company. Did I pronounce the last name right?
Yes, you did.
All right then. So Leah, so how did this start? Where y'all like, you know what? We need to have our own cookware. Were you not satisfied with some pots and pans you had?
Thank you so much for having me on this show, Mr. Martin. I started this business about 3 years ago, but prior to starting this business, my mom was always into cookware and had retired about 20 years ago. And so this was something that we always did and kept in the family. So it only made sense that I bring it back.
Oh, wow. So in terms of building it, like again, I mean, it's just not natural for someone to go, hey, we want our own line of cookware. So what started it? Was it again unhappiness with different different wares? So what caused us to say, you know what, we're going to do our own thing?
In Canada, we don't have a lot of variety when it comes to cookware. And when you would find cookware, it wasn't big enough or heavy enough to be able to cook the food that we're into. And so it made sense for me to like bring it back because when my mom did this business, we were able to manufacture bigger sizes, heavier bottoms for cooking heavy duty meals, right? So that's most of the reason why we were not happy with what was on the market. Was hard to find something that was good enough or the quality like matched up to what we wanted.
Well, and that's the thing that I noticed. I mean, it's a fairly, like even this small one is fairly heavy in the handles as well. And you know, as somebody who cooks occasionally, I used to cook a lot more. My brother's an executive chef. My dad is also who cooks a lot and is a chef. And so you can always tell a nice product, especially with pots, based upon the thickness, whether you're talking about the handles, but also the pot itself.
Yes. Yes, and you know we made sure that they're efficient so that when you're using them, you don't have to worry about the handles also heating up. They're very efficient and durable. So all you need is a little bit of heat when you're cooking with it. We wanted to make sure that we put something on the market that you know our people can also use and they can be proud of and have it forever.
All right, then let's go to questions from the panelists. Randy, you first.
It really sounds as if you created a product that addresses, our culture and the types of foods that we like to eat. I like, is it more, it's better for like making roux and stews, and is that what you're saying?
Yes. So I'm from Ghana, West Africa originally, and you know most of our foods takes at least an hour or two to cook. And so when you're looking for cookware, you need something that will be able to hold up without it burning. And that's exactly what our brand brings to you, so that you don't have to worry about having to change pots and all of that stuff. And then we also make them bigger in sizes as well. So that way you could cook bigger meals without worrying about, is it going to fit and all of that stuff.
Fantastic.
Larry.
Yeah, so this is really great. Glad you're on the show. So cooking within the Black community is really important. Obviously, Roland talked about the quality of the container he has. Can you talk a little bit about how you're marketing this, right? Because so, like I said, cooking and in Black communities intertwined. So how are you marketing this? I'm quite sure that a lot of Black people, not only, throughout North America and abroad, would love to purchase your products.
Yeah. So, and when I first started this business, I mostly just showed it to friends and family, and they were able to help me spread the word, get it out. And then eventually I got onto Instagram and Facebook. I have a website as well. And on Instagram, honestly, I've been so lucky because I've gotten other, Black organizations to also post my products, which has really given me a lot of visibility. I do my best. I put it out there every chance that I get. And even being able to get on this show is going to do a lot of wonders for my small business.
Mustafa.
Yeah, well, congratulations on the business so far. I would ask you if it's good to cook banku in, but I'll leave that question for later. You know, do you do the manufacturing there in Canada, or is it done someplace else in the creation of the ware that you have?
No, I manufacture them in China currently. We're still looking for a manufacturing company. There's only one in Canada, and we haven't been able to strike a deal with them. I'm actually open to even manufacturing in the US if there's a company out there that is willing to do it for us. So far, not yet. I would love to bring it here and manufacture them here.
So you earlier mentioned you talked about larger pots. So first of all, how many different items do you have?
Currently, I have 3 different sets. I have the one that you have is what we call the Sika set, and that one comes in 5 sizes, and it comes in either rose gold or the gold. I sent you the rose gold one. But it comes in rose gold or gold. And then I have another set called the Obapa set. And those are even bigger, the sizes. And that one also comes in a set of 5. We also currently have a knife set right now. And I have a skillet as well that's nonstick.
So what's your largest pot? How many
My
quarts?
largest Okay, my largest one is 32 centimeters, and when it comes to liters, that could fit about 17 liters of water or liquid, right? And so, like if you were cooking with that pot, and you made, let's say, rice or any kind of dish in there, you could feed at least 50 people.
No, so you don't see, guys, realize, see, my grandparents from Louisiana, so we do gumbo. And we don't do the like I can't even imagine making gumbo in this little bitty pot right here. This little bitty ass pot won't do it for us. So when we do gumbo, we make large pots of gumbo. So I've got at home right now a 20-quart pot. I've got 2 40-quart pots of gumbo. And my brother has a 60-quart pot. We got to do that one outside though. Can't use that one on the inside. So that's why I'm asking when it comes to making gumbo, that's how we look at it. We don't even think about those mid-sized pot. We like, yo, what's the largest one you got?
No, and these ones are they're pretty large. Usually, like if you have pots, you have about a family of 10, you would feed them easily and have some left over. So it's pretty big.
Nah,
it's pretty
Doc, you don't know my family. You just actually said got some leftovers. Baby, ain't gonna be no leftovers. First of all, 10 people, that ain't even a small get together for my family. I come from a very large family. We were born and raised Catholic. They believed in procreation. So I'm one of 42 grandchildren, something like 80, 90 great, about 130, 40 great. So we need the largest pots to make all that rice for the gumbo. So this is awesome. Now, can folks, where can they go? If someone wants to order them online, where can they go?
You could find them on my website at mersicookware.com. It's MERSI cookware.com.
All right, folks, if y'all go to mersicookware.com, use the promo code Roland10. Roland10, what is that, 10% off?
Yes, please.
All right, so y'all use the promo code Roland10. And again, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I do cook occasionally, and this is, and I've held a lot of pots. I cannot stand thin pots. So tell me this here, with these handles here, this also drives me crazy. I hate pots when the pot is hot. The handles are also hot, which is the stupidest thing in the world to me, because you would think you don't want the damn handles, Randy's shaking the head, you don't want the damn handles to be hot. So the material here, is that different? So when the pot's hot, the handles are not hot?
Yes, the handles do not get hot, just the pot. And even at the very top, it's not going to be hot. It's only at the bottom where it's cooking that is going to be hot.
Really? Wow, because some other ones, when that heat goes through, it's literally the bottom, the whole, all around here, and you're afraid to even touch it.
No, not these ones.
So in terms of when it came to the construction of it and the pots being created, Who was the brainchild behind that?
My mom has given me lots of tips and ideas, running this business. But again, like I said, I grew up around it. And so it takes me forever to even come up with a set, to develop, like from development until I actually have the product, takes me at least a year and a half.
Wow.
I try myself before I put it out there on the market.
Wow. So you take it through all of the rigors, and then once it meets your approval, then you're like, okay, now we can manufacture it.
Yes.
All right, that's pretty cool there. And also, very wise, y'all can see here, she's got the Mercy branding everywhere. So you see on the handles, as well as on the lid here, and then on the bottom. So you're not gonna let anybody mistake this your pot.
No. No chance.
All right, y'all, go to Mersicookware, Mersicookware.com. Use the promo code Roland10 and get that. Look, we certainly appreciate you joining us. Good luck, and hopefully we can sell a lot. And again, it's a really well-constructed pot. So glad to have you on the show.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity.
All right, thanks a bunch.